Hi, we are going to talk about it, community. Welcome back. So, in celebration of Women's Day tomorrow, we are going to have yet another great episode, The Power of Womanhood and Sexual Reproductive Health, featuring an incredible Akezza Doreen. I'll let Joanna do the honors of introducing her.
Joe, you introduced it like we're really going to be saying like so much.
Yeah.
Guys, we're really just jazzing, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, but before we get into that, I wanted to share a little something. So God willing, before this season ends, we'll be like rolling out some of our merch in partnership with like a very special team of people that we'll share like once we release the merch. And we just thought like we'd give back to our lovely community, like every single one of you that has like listened and engaged with our content. So the way we're going to be doing this is we'll do like some quizzes and some polls like all over our social media. So like whichever social media thingy like works for you, don't forget to participate. Don't hesitate to participate. We'll pick out a few winners and then like we'll share our match.
I hope I'm the first winner.
Yeah. So we have a very, very lovely and like personal friend guest with us today. And because people say we look alike.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would just let Akezza introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Uwamahoro Doreen. Yeah, but all my friends call me Akezza. And I don't know. I think that's enough. And in celebration of 8th March, I'm a woman. Yeah. I think that's enough to know about me.
Yeah.
Akezza. So I have a question that was disturbing me. That thing of how people expect women to excel in all fields. So it's no longer more of a career thing. You have to excel in motherhood, yet at the same time being a career woman.
Simultaneously.
Both doing them at once. And sometimes I feel like it's so much pressure. So in your words, because I've heard of your advocacy works, people recommend you, you want someone to advocate for this, reach out to Akezza.
Yeah.
So in your words, how do you think women can navigate this in
One, I've always told you I don't believe in the theory of balance. I don't think, it's more of you make your own balance. You figure it out your own way. So at the end of the day, I do, first of all, also the fact that we attach gender roles, I think that's why now we have issues of, you have to go to work, then you have to come back home and cook and all that. But because some of these things are societal and cultural things, we are never going to do away with them. I do believe that if you have a supportive partner, that is the only way it is going to go. Because if your partner is supportive, with that movie On the Basis of Sex, her husband, she was in law school, her husband was also in law school, then she had babies and all that. But at the end of the day, the fact that her husband was very supportive. There was a point whereby she used to go study in his class, then in her class, and then, but the fact that she had a supportive partner, in the end, she managed to. So at the end of the day, we are not going to do away with those things because not everyone is going to be sensitized into understanding that I need to. But love is a good concept.
You really mentioned everything.
It should be love.
You're so right. You know what I think? That like, I don't think we are like born with like a cooking like prescription, like now she's a woman, she's by default she must know how to cook. Like someone told me that like came up because like men used to go to war and like they spent so much time fighting, so like someone had to cook apparently, but like apparently.
Wow.
But like I don't think anyone is like born with like a specific prescription that like I think because you're a woman, you must like be able to do this, or like because you're a man, like you must be able to do this. Because like there is great men that like can take care of a home.
Yes.
And like there is great women that can like take care of like say a workplace or maybe a field that men, but really let me not speak too much.
But I feel the way you guys will help me understand this. I feel the way society has been constructed in the modern way, most people would would feel like they're betraying their, I don't know if they are called foremothers, the ones who fought for feminism, what, like if they just became a mother, like that, that was their ambition. Like, let me say, me, I just want to take care of my kids. So I want to be a mother. I'm actually interested. But then there is this society pressure I'm facing of, maybe I'm doing less, I'm not achieving, I should be in the career, in the political space. So that's where the question was coming from. Would you think it would be okay to just choose to be a mother?
Now, for me, because prior, I've actually been educated for like, now I hear about it before. Because for me, I always felt like women who want to be mothers, have a family, be a housewife, it felt like they didn't have ambitions. But then we define ambition, like that is your definition of ambition. And the entire thing of womanhood and let's just call it feminism, is for women to flourish in their feminine energy. And so at the end of the day, when we start saying that a woman is supposed to be like this and do this, I feel like you're limiting. And also just back to gender roles. So.
I agree.
That's very true. I think like feminism in this age is a bit flawed. And I think a lot of women have been like have stripped off their feminine energy because they've been made to believe that like for you to be a bit functional in like modern society like this, you have to behave like a man.
Thank you.
So like all that, you have to do this like a man, you have to do this like a man, you have to be in the political space like a man, you have to be in the workspace like a man. All those things have like stripped away that like feminine energy from like women, and you get what I'm saying?
Yes. But then also at the end of the day, you know that thing of be like a man. It's more of like, because I tried to look up womanhood and all that, but at the end of the day, I don't think we can curtail it to like a definition, because maybe we can say the describe what womanhood is, but not define it, because there's that thing
you just being a woman.
And also there is that thing whereby like when a woman behaves in a certain way, they're going to say does it make them less of a woman or not? And I've attached like emotions and how someone should behave in a certain way. When a man talks, you're assertive. Then for me, I'm aggressive. But then like women, if you're saying that aggression takes away the fact that I am a woman, you go back to the agoji, the woman army in they were the most aggressive, but then they're also described as the woman of women. Let's say that it didn't take away the fact that they were women. So
I think you raise a good point, because you know there is that thing about like, if I'm not behaving in like a feminine way, then I'm behaving in a masculine way. I think people sometimes forget, or what's it called, not miss what, how do I say it? Like misunderstand. The opposite of femininity isn't necessarily masculinity. Like if I'm not behaving like a woman, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like behaving like a man. Say for example, if I'm being rude, like if I'm always shouting, I abuse people, you know, like is that woman behavior?
Yes.
But it's no.
I'm saying what you're saying.
Is it man behavior? Like is it?
No, it's not.
It's actually human behavior.
Like you're just being a horrible person. Like but actually, it's closer to animal behavior than it is to like being. So.
No, this thing of, you know, like you told me sometime, in African society, women's bodies were cherished, treasured. Yes, and that thing of, I think like our society has not been diluted with a lot of misogyny going around, the red pill movement, but whoever knows Akezza knows she's like a lover of women. She loves women in there. That what she talks about women is different. And you told me, I think it was even yesterday, but one that you love every woman. There's something unique about them. Even if you're not friends, you always notice that. So now my question is, what is the most attractive trait about women according to you? Like the most, it could be a physical or like an innate ability that women have that you find very peculiar and very unique and out of this world. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I got the answer very quick in my head. The fact that, unlike society and the fact that men don't have it, that is why I like it. Women's...
No. Sorry.
The fact that right now, okay, women's emotional intelligence is above men's emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
And the fact that women... as much as it's a societal construct and whatnot, but the fact that women at the end of the day have an easy way of letting out their emotions, which should be also for the men, but the fact that they can do that makes it very, very good. And also having emotional intelligence and imagine we had all these innovations, but then people didn't. That is why you see that actually someone wants to have a family and all that. Yeah. So that for me is something I love, because if I piece of Joanna, we're going to talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it. And then, but then for men, I can ask, for example, Trevor, something that is so deep for you and he doesn't know it, but then you guys are always there,
always together,
crazy.
Buddies.
What do you think is the most attractive trait?
I think she's so right. I think it has to do with like the way women process their emotions. It's a very beautiful thing. Like we're really in touch. Like it's so beautiful. Like I can hug my girlfriend, I can give them small kisses on their cheeks. We hold hands, like there is that even the display of affection and enjoyment of like emotion and of like feelings. Like if I love my friend and she loves me, and we're really going to feel it because, we're going to like really show it. And then like, you guys can hold hands because, it's gay, or you guys can, you guys, I feel like it's a little bit terrible. You guys can't date each other because it's, like, what are you doing out? Like, I feel like for other societies that have kind of like gone into a deeper dive of like civilization, it's much more different, but like it's still very frowned upon in a lot of communities. But it definitely has to be the enjoyment of emotion. Wow, girls, we really feel everything together. And I think it's so beautiful.
That's amazing. I think my answer is along the same lines, emotional intelligence. I was even surprised when you guys gave that answer, because
we have emotional
I think
intelligence.
right now we are thinking like the same kind of that's a good
we have emotional intelligence.
We'll pass it down to you through like osmosis.
Now you're also letting out your emotions.
So I think my biggest thing, the one that has always shocked me about men, I don't know if they're men that can do this, but it's their predictability of needs. Like there is a way they predict something before it happens. Like how you're stressed and you're having a hard day and you just find like coffee made for you, and at that very moment you're craving coffee. Or maybe
emotional intelligence.
Exactly. Like even in if you look
and comprehension.
Thank you. Actually, comprehension.
If you look at it in systems of governance, it's usually the women who will bring out the needs of the marginalized. For example, you can be in a meeting, men are giving opinions, you know how it goes in a patriarchal kind of setting. But then like when you go back and you're talking to your wife, she tells you, oh, by the way, do you think John was okay? Maybe he's going through a divorce, that's why you can't judge him based on this. But then a man wants to be entirely objective, which is not an entirely bad thing, but it's not an entirely good thing. So you need that kind of balance of emotional intelligence.
That's so beautiful.
So
always.
It's intriguing. I'm seated amidst the very formidable woman that you're in finance, she's in law, previously male-dominated fields. So are there moments in your journey that you've doubted yourself?
On the basis of my gender?
Yes. Yes.
I like Joanna's answer. She has immediately put it out. For me, I fear... yes, like once in a while, but maybe I don't overbase it on the part of because I am incapable because I'm a woman. But for me, it is the part of I really wish we could like on the basis of sex. They mentioned something.
Yeah.
They mentioned something.
You love them.
Yeah, she really does.
Okay, let me give another one. 6888.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
because
we-
I feel like
now we
everyone
can
has
start,
yeah.
woman.
Yeah. So you see how like everyone kept on saying that they're emotional, they are what, but then they proved them wrong.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always in my mind because Joanna can relate. Being so passionate about something, you're going to like someone is going to say something, then you want to say no, please, no, you want to
Are
fight.
you thinking? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, it has always been to rather to come from a point of principle rather than from a point of emotional.
emotion.
Yes,
Yeah.
because everyone is going to keep saying because you're a woman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
most people focus on the reaction, not what they said to make you have that reaction. So
Yeah.
In other words, you've doubted yourself.
only once.
Once.
Yes. Each time, okay, I argue from the point of emotion rather than from the point of
Like principle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a very beautiful answer. Like the fact that because again we're very emotional beings, we do like sometimes emotions come before reasoning,
Yes.
which can be, But to answer your question, I don't think I have. Like a lot of the time when I question myself, it's not on the basis of like me being a woman. It's on me like wondering, will I really learn this concept fast? Like, will I be able to do this as good as, it's being
Everyone
done?
else,
Will I be able maybe to like add to this thing? Will I be as productive as I have to be? But because I'm a woman,
No way.
no.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, on the point of sexual reproductive health,
Have you ever doubted yourself because you were a man?
doubted on the basis of being a man.
Yeah. Let me say maybe if you're in like around very passionate women.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, there is that because the way they think will probably be different. And as you said, emotional intelligence, you might not be able to beat them at that, which is a very, very good trait to have in like corporate societies, managerial positions. Actually, there is a stat that these days women make better managers than men. So if you're competing against such a woman, obviously you doubt yourself once in a while because there are things she sees that you can't see. Yeah. Then on sexual reproductive health, there's that thing of it gives you autonomy over your body and everything. But now what I'm getting into, not the trivial details of, let me say now, what are your thoughts about the birth control pill?
The birth control pill. My thoughts are, one thing I wish most of these things were brought up by, I don't know if in the research also women are not that they based on women, but then like the creator is a woman, because probably that for me personally, one, I hate the side effects because I do feel like probably it would have been better if, because there is adding weight of it in this world. Weight really matters. Then there are just a lot of things. Yes, but then also the bit of autonomy. Personally, I do think in society and as women, we are grounded in a lot of things. We are grounded in culture. We are grounded in religion. So it draws back to your belief as a person, of which most of us like faith. You're riding on ignorance of, but you're being so at the end of the day, if your faith, though personally I'm Christian and God says it's wrong, yes, God says it's wrong, but at the end of the day, if it shouldn't be, if it puts someone in danger, the pregnancy, though at the end of the day believe God will heal you, but we shouldn't stop them. Let me say
from achieving the benefits.
I do think people should make a choice basing on their faith, though I've given them my recommendation. Christianity is the way.
You have any thoughts about the birth control pill?
Like whether it should be taken or what?
None that should be taken. What do you think about the general perspective of it?
Of the pill?
Do you think it was the greatest invention, as most people claim?
Honestly,
no.
It has a couple of side effects. Some that I have like seen really around like people around me, and just like Akezza said, like just don't do it. Don't do it. Like don't do it. Don't take the pill so that you're very comfortable like fornicating. But then what if this is like about women who are like already married? Then I don't know. I feel like it's very I don't know. I wouldn't recommend.
But you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
The fact that also God nowadays is getting creative. Have you been hearing of cryptic pregnancies?
God.
Yeah, like cryptic, like we are seated here and you guys, I think I'm cramping. I have my periods for the 9 months. My stomach doesn't get big.
Yeah,
and
but there's
then,
like a kid growing.
Yeah, I get cramps. I go to the hospital. I come back with a baby. Yeah. So I do think that maybe if invasions were, that's why I'm saying that probably the mind of a woman should be the creator of all this.
I think you raise a very good point. The whole thing of invasions, I feel sometimes they're being transhuman, like they are working towards eliminating maybe like the human race. I don't know, maybe that's an extreme thought, but my thoughts about the birth control pill would be, okay, it has its good advantages like autonomy to now compete favorably in like male dominated spaces, but also maybe it also makes at like a romantic level, it makes women susceptible to by psychopathic men, for example, because men casual sex is like ingrained in them. They can have casual sex for as long as they want, but it's different for women. You get attached because of your oxytocin hormones. We both produce them, but yours are very more binding. You won't be able to spot like the red flags, and men benefit a lot from this because they know, oh, I have body autonomy, I can take the birth control pill, but then me, I'll just have casual sex. And so if I'm a psychopathic man, I will get my way through the world. That's just my thought. Anyway, it could be subject to reason. So, in conclusion, what powerful words would you leave for a woman out there?
Okay, so simply that they are beautiful, they are loved, they should be bold, and as much as the world is going to say no, there is a conventional way to do something. Yeah, you find your own balance somehow. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. You are beautiful and you're loved, Akezza,
Thank
especially
you
by
too.
us here. Just keep coming, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you guys so much for like listening. Thank you so much for being a part of our small Women's Day thingy. This has been in conjunction with Pro Bono Educators. We cannot wait to see you guys next week. Bye. Thank you.